Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue with the reference materials. So we are continuing on with the Soviet-era SAMs, today with the SA-7 Grail. Title SA-7 Grail 9M32 Strela 2, type short-range IR surface-to-air missile. Development. SA-7 Grail is NATO code and designation for this first-generation man-portable surface-to-air missile. The system is named Strela 2 by the Russians, and the missile has the designation 9M32. Development started in 1959, with the SA-7A first entering service in 1966. The Grail has been progressively developed since then, with the SA-7B Grail or Strela 2M introduced in 1971 with improved seeker, warhead, and motor, and a Strela 3 version introduced in the mid-1970s with a more sensitive cooled IR seeker. Known principally as a surface-to-air missile, SA-7 has been reported as being used on Russian helicopters in the air-to-air role since the late 1970s. Description: SA-7 Grail is a tube-launched missile with two small rectangular moving control fins at the nose and four swept rectangular wings trailing from the tail. The missile is 1.42 meters long, has a body diameter of 72 millimeters, and a wingspan of 0.3 meters. The missile weighs 9.2 kilograms for the SA-7A. Guidance is by IR seeker, with the early SA-7A version having an uncooled seeker with very limited capability. However, the sensitivity has been improved in the later missile versions. The missile is limited to tail aspect engagements. Specifications: SA-7A, length 1.42 meters, body diameter 72 millimeters, wingspan 0.3 meters, launch weight 9.2 kilograms, warhead 1.2 kilogram HE fragmentation, fuse, impact, guidance IR, propulsion, solid propellant, range 3 kilometers. SA-7B, length 1.44 meters, body diameter 72 millimeters, wingspan 0.3 meters, launch weight 10 kilograms, warhead 1.8 kilogram HE fragmentation, fuse, impact, guidance IR, propulsion, solid propellant, range 5 kilometers. And we actually get a parts list for this one. So we have the locking pin is number 1, which hopefully these show up better once this is upscale, but I believe that's the number 1. 2 is the trigger. That's pretty self-explanatory. 3, thermal battery. Okay, that's the thing underneath. So that's what I think that's what they use to provide kind of the cooling for the seeker system, or at least the power for the seeker system, I should say. For the GIMP stock assembly, I guess that's that. What I would consider a pistol grip, but okay. 5 at the IR seeker head, so that is on the missile itself, right at the nose. 6, the stabilizing tail fins. Okay, so that's going to be at the tail, obviously. 7, stabilizing fins, so that's the forward set. 8, rear sight. 9, front sight. And 10, sling pickup is there. All right, on the photo album, we have basically the same picture what we looked at. And here we can see a soldier aiming the weapon system. And here we can see another soldier aiming the weapon system. All right, and we can see, famously, like every other MANPAD in the game, it's a tube. They didn't put any extra detail into it, which is fine, because this is not something the average player is going to spend time looking at or see in a mission. So the only reason we're seeing it now is because I'm autistic and I'm paying special attention to every detail in the game and going through every little bit it has to offer. But in any case, that will do us for today. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.